Good afternoon, Eric Arnold, the Big E here in the Sports Barn. Thursday, June, I don't even know what the date is. Doesn't really matter. It's Thursday, and near the end of the week. We're going to do the Boston Red Sox. We're going to push through and finish these MLB previews. I mean, why not? We've done all the teams so far up to Boston. Boston's our 22nd team, leaving us with the Yankees, Rays, and Blue Jays, and then the NL East, which is, I think probably judging by who our subscribers are, at least who our known subscribers to me are, that's the division that has the most interest. So we'll do that, and then that'll take us into early July, and we'll still have 2 weeks to fill. So then I don't know what we'll do. Maybe throw something quick together for the NBA or NHL. I don't know. But it's coming. We actually now know it's coming. I mean, in other words, one league, the MLB, believe it or not, has actually set a date where they say, we think we're going to play actual games on this date. The 23rd or 24th, I think they said. They can't pick one, but all right, let's not nitpick these guys. I mean, we criticize these guys enough, I think. So, let's try not to let negativity consume us. Let's try to find the always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. You never seen The Life of Brian? Oh, all right, never mind. Okay, where are we? The Red Sox. Well, I don't know why I'm picking up that piece of paper. It's got exactly the same writing as is on this board. The Red Sox are a funny team. As I was writing down their record from the last 5 years, I thought, this is a team, my database goes back to 2004. That was first year of the database. So since then, the Red Sox have won 4 championships. 4! As compared to 0 in the previous 80-some years. The Yankees, by comparison, have won 1. But everybody would still say, the Red Sox are the poor stepchild to the Yankees. So what the Yankees do more so, I think, than the Red Sox, the Yankees win more consistently. In other words, there's a losing record. They've got a couple different losing records in their past 17, 18-year history. Whereas I don't think the Yankees do. I haven't checked it yet. We'll do that next. But the Yankees, you can always pencil them in for 85-plus wins. I mean, they just go into habit. They just have so much money to spend, and the team is so deep. Like last year, they took all kind of injuries. Everybody was like, oh my God, how is this possible that Carlos Stanton hasn't played 1 inning? And who's the other big star? Judge, he was hurt for a while too. And how is this possible? And they're just putting in guys that you don't really know a whole lot about, but they're actually pretty good ball players. And the Yankee system's so deep that they can just plug in anybody and win. The Red Sox, they seem to run in cycles. But at the top of the cycle, they win championships, which apparently lately the Yankees don't do. So, 2018, the Red Sox won their 4th title in 15 years. That's a guess. It's close. 4 is right. 15, I'm not sure. But, aided probably considerably by cheating. Let's call it like it is. They definitely were advantaged by the signaling. Rob Manfred will tell you otherwise. Coming out of nowhere with 108 wins like that, a 15-game jump, question a little bit what happened there. But fine. I got no evidence of cheating. Maybe they didn't cheat. Maybe they didn't cheat. I think the report that came out recently said they didn't cheat. Yeah, okay. All right, if you say so. But at any rate, then the precipitous drop-off the next year, last year, they cost you pretty good money last year. This team, it seems to mix the brew together just right, maybe once every 5 years, and then it wins it all. And then, it takes it another 4 or 5 years to mix the brew together just right. So, it would appear that now this team is on a down cycle. And looking at the players they have a couple nice position players. Doesn't look like they have much pitching. I remember betting on these guys a few games last year, and the bullpen was terrible. It's going to be a year of bullpens, it appears. We're probably going to have to go through and redo, these videos in some fashion. In other words, tweak what we think is going to happen somewhat, just based on the parameters now that we're given, that have finally been established. A 60-game season, it certainly seems like that's going to be a game of depth, which is going to favor all the rich teams, which I think would favor, the Red Sox. They'd be one of the teams because, you're just not going to be, if you have a superstar pitcher, I'm thinking of some teams that I think I said the Rangers would do well. And the 4 of you that watched the Rangers video heard me say that. Because they have 2 top-line pitchers. Well, those guys just aren't going to get the innings. That's going to diminish their advantage. Whereas a team like the Yankees or the Dodgers, who can just roll out nameless, countless dude who throws 95 miles an hour with movement for an inning or 3 or 4 batters, and they're never going to run out dudes like that. Whereas a team like San Diego, they've got some top flight young pitchers, particularly starters. They're only going to be able to throw a few innings, and then they've only got 1 or 2 dudes in the bullpen that can throw like that. And then they've got Drek. They've got a guy that throws 98, but he can't get the ball over the plate. So that kind of thing. So the good teams, I think, are going to have an advantage. The Red Sox are one of those deep, rich teams. Last year, like I said, not a great year. Pitching an issue. They don't particularly catch the ball that well. This I found odd. Vegas's number for these guys was 84.5. So I think that's probably about right. I think over a full season, this is about what you could expect these guys to do. To give you a hint on an upcoming video, Tampa's number was 90.5. So they've got Tampa 6 games better than the Red Sox. But I don't think it's going to get bet that way, even though that's what Vegas has as their future numbers. I think that, you put Tampa and Boston on a field with, similar type starters, I think it's going to be an even money game. You just pay a premium for the Red Sox. And they've kind of earned it. Over the last 5 years, they're about a break-even team, which is better than average. If that made any sense to you. Remember, we got to take the vig into account here. So, the Red Sox are, a team that has performed, as I said. I don't know, I don't think there is. Another team that's won 4 championships in the last 15 years. I think that's the tops. I'm talking off the top of my head here. But, what are we going to do with the Red Sox? Like I said, you're paying a premium already for these guys, so I don't think we're going to seek them out, but we're not going to be afraid of them either. We're not going to fade them. That's how we'll play them. So, Going forward, like I said, we're going to finish off these baseball previews. I had threatened a special episode for our 100th episode, and then I realized, oh wow, that's like next. We'll push that off. What I was going to do is I was going to give you some ancient Big E history, you know, that some of you are aware of or familiar with, and some have never heard of. Something called the Plan. I constructed something, what was it now, 25 years ago, called it the Plan. It was how I was going to live as a professional sports bettor, a professional handicapper and sports bettor when I was in my 20s and early 30s. And it didn't work, but it was a hell of a ride, and it was a lot of fun, and some of it was fun, some of it wasn't so much fun, but we bet huge sums of money, and it all happened. And like I said, I've kind of held that one back just because I don't want the internet thinking I'm a complete crazy person. But in fairness, and to try to distinguish myself from the pack, I thought I'd tell you about the Plan, because I'm pretty sure nobody else has a plan out there in their history. There are no statues of Big E anywhere that I know of that are out there to be torn down. So it happened. You can't take it away from me. Someday we'll tell you about the Plan. Won't be in the 100th episode. I think the 100th episode will be the New York Yankees. So that's pretty good. I mean, you know, it's the best winning team in baseball history for our 100th episode. That seems like something special, you know, that's going to draw more than 6 views. We'll see. 6 seems about the number. We'll see. I'll probably have to watch it myself twice just to make sure we hit 6. Very good. For those of you that are hanging in there through this god-awful, sportless drought, thanks for being here. We're getting there. It can't last forever. It's coming to, well, it's not coming to, I mean, the sportless drought is coming to an end. The new normal could last way longer than any of us could possibly imagine, which I really fear for the future. But we just have to, we got no power over it. We're just along for the ride. So cross your fingers, hope it doesn't get worse. 100th episode, New York Yankees, MLB, July 23rd. Thanks for being here. If it doesn't break your finger, hit the like button. We'll see you again. Appreciate you. Thanks. Out.